Good morning, Double Trucking here, and we're just running up and down the road for Double S Transportation, Springfield, Missouri. I told you guys we'd be back in 34 hours, and we did. We're back. We are in Whitestown, Indiana, waiting on a truck. We're doing a bump to start our week off. And my eyeballs are leaking because I had to fix my eye this morning. I had to put in a new contact so I could see where I'm going. We are here. We're waiting. We've checked in on our app. Our truck is about 2 hours away. And here we thought he might be waiting on us this morning because we got a late start out of Kansas City. That waiting thing. I don't like to wait too much.
Good morning. Good night.
She about to hit her sack. So, this is our week that we run something called the Triangle. We start out with a bump, and we call it a bump, or what's that other thing they call it?
Switch out.
No, I don't know what it's called. My brain's foggy this morning. We come over here, we drop at a truck stop, we meet a truck. We unhook from our trailer, they unhook from their trailer, and we switch, and we head back to Kansas City. When we get back to Kansas City, we will then get a load going to Phoenix, Arizona. And when we get to Phoenix, normally they send us with an empty and we go on to California and Rialto, California. That's my favorite place to go. However, the last few times we've been out there, we've gotten a pretty good turnaround. Probably because we haven't had anything pressing. We've had no health issues going on the last few times. I have not had no babies come in the last few times. Neither one of us have been sick and needed to get home. So we get turned around. But I promise you, if we had a health issue going on, or if I had a grandbaby about to break out, or if I had a kidney infection, or if she had a kidney stone,
Or if I was going to die,
they would make us sit 30 hours. That's the way it works. So I can't wait to get out west.
we don't like Rialto. That's another story. We'll tell you about that later.
The only thing Rialto's got going for it is they got this Mexican food truck. It's so good. It's so good.
When it comes in the yard, it goes, it has a horn, it goes, and we know it's there. And it's like, breakfast.
And you know what I had for breakfast? A chicken quesadilla with refried beans and rice. She actually has it at breakfast. They fry eggs, scrambled eggs, bacon. I mean, they'll fit you up. And those ladies in that food truck are so nice. I'm going to ask them. Y'all want to be on my YouTube channel? Because I'm going to advertise for them. They so good. Ooh, Lord. And they're so nice.
He wants to say
Huh? Oh, wait a minute. I got somebody who wants to say hello to y'all.
Say good morning.
So, good morning. That shit crazy dog. So anyway, it's raining. But at least it's not snow and ice. Because ding, don't do that. Ding, don't do it. No. And Sherry don't either. We don't like it. But it sure does mess up our mirrors and our windows and stuff. And I don't like that either. So anyway, we just gonna sit here and we're gonna wait on our truck. I'm gonna eat me a sandwich and drink me a little water. She's gonna eat her something and go night.
I haven't.
Oh, y'all, we fixed us some spaghetti. She fixed it because I was out running around. I told her, you better have that spaghetti ready when I get home because I'm going to be hungry. Wait, let me take a picture of it. Spaghetti we fixed us. Ooh.
Spaghetti. 4 of these in the fit in the refrigerator. In our little refrigerator, 4 of these. They're pretty good sized meals.
Put sausage links in her spaghetti. I never cooked it that way, but I'll be darned if it ain't good. And it'll be good when we're sitting out in the Rialto. It'll be our luck we got all this food to eat while we're anticipating having to sit, and they'll turn us around in 3 or 4 hours.
That would be an act of God.
That would be an act of God.
We were just talking about that.
I'm on a trucking group, a FedEx trucking group, and somebody made the comment, this sitting waiting on loads is getting old. So I commented and I said, are you running extra board or are you running dedicated? And he said, dedicated. I said, yeah, it does get old. He said, I've been sitting 3 hours. I said, have you ever been to Rialto? I said, we go to Rialto and we have sat 30. He said, oh, tell me it isn't so. I said, yeah, honey. You get dedicated out of KCMO. Dedicated. 30 hours. I said, normally it's more like 8. We have gotten out of there as fast as 4.
The average is 12.
But we have sat up to 30. And he's like, oh my God.
Tell him
I
a
said,
story
yeah,
about
oh my
sitting
God.
30 hours. Tell him that story about my mama and I.
All right. Since we got to wait 2 hours on this truck, I'll tell a story today. So we were on the Triangle, this run that we're on this week, and we left Kansas City, and we had already run the bump, and we were leaving Kansas City, and we were on our way well into the trip to Phoenix, and Sherry gets a call from her sister or niece, someone,
My sister.
concerning
Oh, it was my niece.
our niece, concerning her mother, and her mother was not well. They were taking her by ambulance to the hospital. So Sherry said, keep me posted. And so then the calls and the texts started coming in. This is not good. This is not good at all. Well, by the time we got to Rialto, they were talking about putting her on a vent. They were talking about trying to do dialysis to get things back in order, but she was going to be on a vent.
She was in ICU.
She was in ICU. Is there any way you can get home? It just wasn't looking good. I mean, it was not looking good. So we went into the line haul and we said, we need to get turned around as quickly as possible. Do you know how long it's going to take for this load? We don't have anything now. If you don't hear anything by 10:30, let us know. Well, we typically get in there about 5 a.m., 4 or 5 a.m. And 10:30 was 5 hours. Well, a lot can happen to a person who they're talking about putting them on a vent, all this stuff. So we're a little nervous, but we're like, okay, we're trying to be patient, So the texts keep coming. Her kidneys are failing. It's,
Numbers are not looking.
yeah, all the numbers are not looking good at all. So I put a call into KCMO, our domicile terminal, and I said, hey, we kind of need a little bit of help here. We are in Rialto, and I understand that if they don't have any loads, they don't have any loads, but if there's any way you can contact them to see if there's anything they can do, this is what's going on. And I explained everything, and they're like, oh, okay. So they said they would start working on something on their end to see if they could get a push. Nothing. So that day,
12 hours come by.
yeah.
24 hours come
So the next morning I get up, we're still sitting there.
by. Work.
So then I called our good people at Double S Transportation, and I said, look, this is not working. I said, is there any way, I mean, ask for an empty, can we bobtail, this is now it's dire. I mean, they were begging Sherry to try to get home.
And Rialto is not very nice.
And we had been going in. We had been going in about every 4 hours. Hey, have you got anything else yet? Do you know when the next sort's coming out? They just tell us, well, nothing yet. And they were really not, they were being...
Make sure you have your yellow vest on.
So I had called and I talked to this girl and I said, look, we have been here 20 hours. We're on a dedicated run. I said, we have watched 100 trucks. Y'all, I am not even, that is not an exaggeration. This is a very large terminal. And if you guys are driving FedEx, then you already know I'm not exaggerating. Literally, there were probably at least 100 trucks that had come and gone. There were probably 75 sitting on the yard when we arrived. So it's not like we were trying to bump our way in front of anybody.
Yes, we were, because it was an emergency. But we weren't trying to bump like within 4 or 5 hours. We were just trying to get in and out of there within at least 12 hours. But we were trying to get out. It was an emergency. It wasn't like, we were screwing around. We were trying to get out of there. My mother was in dire situation.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, they really said that she wasn't going to make it. So I told the little girl on the phone, she said that we don't have anything. We have nothing. And I said, are you telling me that all these trucks coming in dropping freight, you are telling me you have nothing going east that would get us going back to Kansas City? And she says, I don't have anything. I said, that is so hard for me to imagine. You have nothing going east. We don't have anything. And she hung up on me.
Oh.
If I didn't call my good friend Kenny,
wrong thing to do.
I was boiling hot. So anyway, it ends up, it was 30 hours. Well, Sherry got a reset. I mean, I'm not talking about a 10-hour break reset. I'm talking about we got a 34-hour reset that week, sitting in Rialto. I won't even repeat things that we talked about and what they said. I was threatening just to go hook up with the trailer and go, I swear to God.
I'm not a huge prayer, but that week we were working with up there, who's ever up there. And luckily, my mama came through. But I tell you what, if she hadn't, there would have been some definite discussion with some people, because you cannot do that to somebody that's legitimately having an emergency like that. That is a mother. If it's a mother or a husband or a wife, somebody that's related to you that's in a dire situation, and you're being told, and your domicile's telling them, and the work is telling them, they have got to find something for you. I don't care if it's a friggin' empty. They've got to get you on the road and get you home. Because we're ready to go bobtailing.
Yeah. I have to say, I really do appreciate our domicile, and I appreciate Double S for coming through and really...
We do. And we know they tried. And it wasn't their fault. And the next time, it'll be different.
Yeah. Unfortunately, we have to deal with that sometimes. But it has been different. We really enjoy going to Chino. I'd much rather sit there, even though they don't have a food truck. But we usually have food when we go to California, just because we run into that. But I like going to Chino. It's a newer facility. It's cleaner. It's I don't know. It's just better, and they're quicker to get you out too. They're much nicer. They're easier to deal with. I don't know what's going on at Rialto.
Because my mother got sick a second time, and we were on our way to St. Louis after this. And Kansas City and Double S immediately diverted us into St. Louis within seconds. So we know it had those two groups are on for us. So we know. So thank you to them.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's one thing, if you're out there looking for a company, don't take all the wind and the stuff that they'll blow at you. Again, I think I've said this in another video. You want to talk to drivers that drive for those companies. Some of the, I've always been told, I don't know, I've only driven for one large company, and the rest of my trucking experience have been contractors for FedEx Ground, and I just don't want to go anywhere else, because I feel taken care of, I feel respected, I feel valued. I don't know. I think you should really check into what you got and make sure that you're supported as a driver, and make sure you know you got that. Make sure you get what you want before you decide to live your life on the road. And with that being said, I'm about to go fix me a sandwich, and I'm gonna kick back here and I don't know what I'm gonna do. I might torment her a minute. Don't torment her. She's asleep, me ready to go to bed. She had a rough night. How'd you have a rough night? It was a long night.
I've been up for 4 hours.
Do what?
I was up at 10 o'clock yesterday. What time is it?
9:30. 9:30 our time. 10 o'clock our time.
Almost
23 hours.
Stab you with a fork.
Okay, before I die, I'm going to go ahead and sign off here.
Yeah. Good night. We love you all out there. Hit subscribe. Hit a like. Ask all whatever questions you want. We'll answer them. As long as it's not too personal. But we'll answer them.
Comment. Ask questions. Let us know if you like the content or the humor or the... We are really trying to be funny now. So let us know.
I don't know about her.
Smart ass.
Yeah, I guess.
Subscribe, share, tell folks about us. You guys will be safe out there this week.
Go Chiefs.
Ooh!
Super
Whoop,
Bowl.
whoop, 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 whoop.
We're going
Super
to
Bowl
the Super
bound,
Bowl.
baby. Going to my stomping ground, Las Vegas.
Hey, y'all naysayers. Guess what? Chiefs are going to the Super Bowl again.
Don't underestimate my baby. He's so good. Both of them. Mahomes. Kelsey, baby. Pacheco.
Sneed.
Ooh, Sneed. Hammering them.
Karlaftis Jones. The defense was on this weekend.
Playing like the Chiefs.
Woo.
Y'all be good out there. Rock and roll. Life on the road. Double trucking. Running it for Double S Transportation and FedEx Ground. We'll talk to y'all later.
See ya.